Hello and welcome to another episode of my Productivity Mastery series, and today we're looking at a simple trick that you can use in order to reduce the number of tasks in your daily task list. Now, whenever I've been doing my coaching program with my clients, this is one of the number one causes of overwhelm, anxiety, stress, you name it. This is the cause of many of those problems. And what we need to do is to categorize, or if you like, compartmentalize our sort of areas of work, the different types of work that we need to do. And when you use the power of a task manager together with a spreadsheet, amazing things can happen. And that's what I want to show you today. Now, before we go any further, I would just like to say, if you do get any value from this video, then please help me by clicking on that like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, and you want to get all the latest tips, tricks, and news on using productivity tools, then please subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's go into my task manager and a spreadsheet, and let me show you how you can set this up and get it working for you. Okay, so what I generally see is a lot of people's daily task list looking something like this, with a mix mash of all sorts of different types of tasks that isn't categorized in any way. Now, in this, I use a task manager called Todoist, and you'll see from here that I can use different colored flags, as we call it in Todoist. And this is great because I can sort of prioritize my day. But if you look at the way the tasks are organized, they are organized like I've got a chase, a follow-up, if you like, here, Donald Munger. And then I've got write up yesterday's meeting notes. Then I've got to call Kissy, and then a follow-up with Hilary Bray. And then I'm going to call Peter about Project X. So Peter could be a colleague of mine, set up new auditing team. If I followed this list, my brain is going to be all over the place. I'm not going to be able to compartmentalize any of the work that I'm doing. However, there is actually a better way. Now, it depends on the kind of work you do. If you have a lot of follow-ups to do, if you have a lot of chasing to do, my advice is to set up a spreadsheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a spreadsheet that I have. This is just a sample, just to give you an idea. I don't want to betray any confidence with my clients. So what I've done is I've created a prospect follow-up list in a spreadsheet. Now, the great thing about using a spreadsheet like this is I have complete control over the actual titles, if you like, the columns. So I want to keep the email address, I want a telephone number, I want the date that I first contacted them, the last time I contacted them, the next contact date. Actually, I want to know how many times I've contacted them, because perhaps my boss is very keen on that number, so I'm going to add that as a number. I also put a link to the actual client note here, and then I've got some additional notes that I may wish to have regarding that particular client. But most of my information is going to be in the project note. So if I click on a project note, now I should point out right here, these are all over the place. So the next contact date, I've actually already done this. I've decided to go by, I've already kind of utilized the power of the columns, because I can actually just go in here. I can short descending, which means my furthest out, if you like. And then I can click on here and say, no, all I need is ascending, because what I want to do is I want to see how many calls I've got today. So in this case, I've got to make, today's the 13th of January that I'm recording this. So today I've got 5 calls to make. So this is really, really important, because I've got all the information I need, whether I need to chase them by email or make a phone call. But the power of this is in the next section. What I can do is I can link to the client note. So in this case, I've got a client note for Honey Rider. So if I tap on that, that will open up a note like this. So I have my Honey Rider note, I have all the details there, and then I have all the details of my previous contacts with Honey. So this is one of the most powerful ways that you can actually get very quickly into your focused session of work doing your follow-ups. It's much better than having your brain scattered doing different types of tasks at different types of day. What you want to do is compartmentalize them so that you can focus in on the work that you're doing right now. And this is just a great way of doing it. And as I say, one of the favorite parts of this is that for me, is that I have complete control over in what order I see these. So today, I know that I've got 5 calls to make. So if I wanted to, I could click in this field here. I could go up to here, when I'm doing my daily planning, and I can go into formatting and I can change the cell color. And, for example, I can fill with, let's just say I'm going to fill with a color fill. So I'm going to fill it with yellow, so that highlights the calls that I've got to make today. So I can do all sorts of different things in here that's going to help me to make the decisions. And as I say, I could then have in my task manager, which I will show you now, a way of doing this, because all I need to do is put in do my prospect calls. Now in this example I've done here is, previously, I was using Apple's numbers because I'm in the Apple ecosystem. You may decide that, well, actually, this is better in Google Docs, which is great because if you tap on that, it will open up the Google Doc and you've got all your details right there. You can get straight into it. And I put this together in an Excel file. So this goes into Google Docs. It goes into Google Sheets. And now I've got exactly the same information. All I need to do now is, let's just say, for example, that my job is part of my, what I call my core work is to do my prospects every day. So if that's part of my core work, I'm going to have that scheduled in my calendar. So it's like call time or whatever I want to call it. Maybe I'm going to do this at 11 a.m. every morning or whatever. It's going to be there. I know, okay, it's call time, and I just tap on this and it can take me straight to the sheet that I want. So there you go. There's just a quick way. Now you can create one of these spreadsheets for many different things, but it's a far better way of doing it than having all these random tasks lying up in here that's just going to make you go, ugh, I don't like the look of today. Categorize or compartmentalize your work sessions so that you are focused on the right thing at the right time. And you'll find A, you're not as exhausted at the end of the day, and B, you're very, very clear about when you're going to do these tasks. Well, there you go. I just wanted to show you that. I've been using this for many years. It's really helped me to be able to do sessions of work at different times of the day that just makes my life that little bit easier. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and it just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Hello, thank you very much for watching my videos. Now I have something exciting to tell you about. Recently I have developed a brand new time management system. It's a system designed to manage your time in the 21st century. The world has changed a lot over the last 20 years. In fact, it's actually changed a lot this year. And what we need now is a system, a time management system that is very easy to use, easy to maintain, so that you can spend more of your time doing the work. And that's what the time sector system is all about. It's going to change your whole belief system about the way a time management system should work, because this focuses on when you are going to do the task. And let's be honest, it doesn't matter how motivated, inspired, or how urgent something is. If you don't have time to do it, it is never going to get done. And that's what this system is built around, getting your work done, so you can spend more of your time doing the things that you want to do. I hope you join me in this course. The full details of the course are in the show notes below, so please join me, and thank you very much for watching this brief video.